Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And you asked some of my questions about the growth in the teams. That's encouraging, General, to hear that there are 14 more slated. Cybercom has shown a great deal of commitment to building both capability and capacity with the Cyber Mission Force, reaching full operational capability ahead of schedule. We see further maturing. I do know in the state of Florida, we've got training units at Corey Station and at Hurlburt Field, both successful operations. How are we learning from these institutions to help develop cyber-related curricula and building sustainable readiness across the force?
So one of the most important ways that we're learning is really twofold, Congressman. One is that our force is learning every single day in the operations that we're conducting in cyberspace. This is a force that's engaged against a variety of adversaries every single day of the year. And so the important piece is how do we take those lessons learned every day and bring them back to a place like Corey Station or Pensacola? And that's one of the things that we certainly have done. But the second piece is, I think, also important. That is, the people that have led our teams, the people that have operated on our teams, the people that have been on hunt forward missions in different countries, how do we get them back into the schoolhouse, that they are the principal trainers of our young people that come forward?
General, the FY23 budget contains $11.2 billion for cyberspace activities, and that's a 7.6% increase year over year, which sounds very strong. And a few months ago, I would have thought that would be the case, but considering we're now at 7.8% inflation, it's actually a net decrease. I realize there's a lag time between when you all are putting budgets together and when they finally get out there, but is your determination that the cyber threat to the country is stagnant or decreasing?
That is not my determination in terms of my view of the future. I think it's increasing in terms of what our adversaries present to us as a nation.
So I know we had a long hearing earlier today about the FY23 budget, but this is a budget that fails to keep pace with inflation. Are you confident that you'll be able to make do? And like good soldiers, you salute and carry out the plan of the day. But is this budget adequate, or would you be asking us to plus that up?
So, Congressman, the amount that's been funded to us today is what we need to start with, but we've also identified unfunded priorities, and we'll provide that to the committee as directed by the NDAA.
Okay, thank you. Dr. Plum, what is your assessment of our ability to deter cyberspace attacks on the U.S. government and critical infrastructure in general?
Well, thanks, Congressman. Defending the homeland and deterring cyber attacks of at least I guess I would say a strategic nature, absolutely essential. I think I guess what I would offer is I don't think cyber deterrence is a piece unto itself. So I think deterrence comes. We've been using this term integrated deterrence. I'm sure you're well aware of it. I know everyone here is. But you don't deter cyber just with cyber alone. You deter with all instruments of national power. And I think at the moment the president has used the megaphone of the United States of America to warn the Russians not to attack critical infrastructure. And at the same time, through Cyber Command and through our Department of Homeland Security partners, we've been working with private sector and the Defense Industrial Board to make sure that people's shields are up, that they're ready, that they're being alerted to threats. So I think part of that is the defense piece. Part of that is a warning of retaliation, and I actually think that is at the moment holding. Okay.
Are there additional tools or resources or authorities that would be helpful to help bolster our ability to deter these cyberspace attacks against the country?
I think on the specific question of tools, I would ask the general to answer that. I don't know if that's answerable in this session. I don't have any. I believe the authorities are in place. I believe the authorities are in place at this time.
General, in class, would that anything you would want to offer in this setting?
So I have the authorities that I need right now, Congressman, to accomplish my mission. Obviously, we look at a series of partnerships, and no one department or agency can do it all in cyberspace. So what we are very focused on is how do we develop the partnerships with CISA and with FBI and with foreign partners, and most importantly, the private sector, to ensure that we all have a common vision and a common vigilance.
Great. Thank you, gentlemen. I yield back, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr.